Of course. And you will join your house to mine, for all to see, by wedding my Gwyn.
No. Well, fuck me.
Asher, you can't!
That would be easier to believe coming from Gwyn herself. Where is she?
Far away from all this, of course. Besides, I speak on her behalf as her father. I would just as happily kill you all and be done with it. But I'm very generously giving you away to keep your bloody lives. Oh, one last thing. As a show of my goodwill, I've brought home the body of your lord. Your brother was too stubborn to know when it was over.
Roderick, let me see him. I want to see my brother.
We'll never bend the knee to a fucking Whitehill.
You will. Unless you want to end up like Roderick here. You have an hour. I'll be waiting in me camp.
I'm sorry, little brother. I've buried too many sons.
Maester, take my brother's body. He will join father and Ethan in the grove.
As you say, my lord. But forgive me, I just... Perhaps the time has come to truly let this bloodshed end. We simply accept. We bow our heads and Asher marries Gwyn.
Craven!
It's not the worst terms I've ever heard.
I can't bow my head to the fucking Whitehills after all they've done. I may have loved Gwyn, but no. No, not like this.
Even if you went through with it, Lud would have you killed the moment Gwyn produced an heir.
There will be no marriage. If we bow our heads now, we'll always be his slaves.
We have to kill them, Asher.
I piss on surrender. Let's ride out and kill them all.
Aye. We ride for war!
We ride! Spill their blood! Believe me, I want to kill every last fucking one of them. But I'm not sending you all out to certain death. We just don't have the numbers. But maybe we don't have to. Lord rules that house with an iron fist. His sons, his bannermen, do nothing without his say-so. There may be 500 men outside that wall. But without Lud at the lead...
They'll scatter like chickens with their heads cut off.
That's good, but how? Lud will not simply cast aside his men and offer his neck. Such a task is easily said, but Lud is wary.
We simply need a ruse to separate him from his army. To get him alone and feeling safe. And there's one way to do that. We tell Lud exactly what he wants to hear. We invite him inside to celebrate and drink to our union.
And then?
An ambush. Your pit fighters hidden until the last moment.
No, an ambush is too chaotic. Things could go badly quickly. Lud could escape.
There's another way. Poison. In his wine.
A woman's weapon.
Yes, and a good one. Lethal and direct.
Either plan is high risk. We only lure Lud inside if the whole family is there to sell it. Talia and Ryan will both be in danger.
We're already in danger. I'll be there, Duncan. I'll pour the wine myself.
Poison is dog shit. You're here for revenge. You want him to choke on your blade, not his vomit.
But in ambush, there's no way to control. Everything could go wrong.
Poison is targeted. Lud will be the first to fall.
I understand what's at stake. But poison is the surest way to see Lud dead.
Then we have a plan.
Whatever happens to me, I need you to get Ryan out alive. As soon as we move on, Lud.
Not a problem. You know you're the only family I've ever had. That makes Ryan my brother too.
I won't forget this.
I've forgotten the number of times I've heard you say that.
I've said that before.
We will avenge Roderick's death tonight, whatever it takes.
Send word to Lud. We'll drink this night to the prosperous future of our united houses.
She's left the keep! Search the area!
Lady Mira!
There she is! Take her!
What's all this?
I'll tell you on our way. You're making a big mistake. Don't you know who this is?
Doesn't matter who he is. We're here for you.
This is Lord Rickard Morgren, the most powerful ironwood merchant in King's Landing. One word to your superiors, and he'll have you carted off to the wall. Rickard, tell them how far you'd go to protect your friends.
Lady Mira, I hope these men aren't bothering you.
We have orders from Captain Lucan
Let me worry about Lucan. You worry about buying yourselves a few tankards. On me. Thank you for keeping our city safe. Can I take you somewhere, Lady Mira?
The Rivergate. Thank you.
The river gate! Quick as you can! What's going on, Mira? Is there a problem?
Someone's plotting against me.
Plotting? What do you mean?
They're spreading malicious rumours. And worse, they've set the guard after me.
I see. That is worrying indeed. Clearly you've made powerful enemies here in King's Landing. Although, you've made short work of one of them, at least. I hear Lord Andros has found a home in the Black Cells. I'm impressed. It seems he took on the wrong handmaiden and lost.
Andros was just the beginning. I plan to destroy anyone in my way.
Of course, now that you've gotten rid of my biggest competitor, all kinds of opportunities have opened up, particularly in your part of the Seven Kingdoms. The ironwood market is wide open. A lot of gold to be made.
There's opportunity enough for both of us, Lord Morgren. Think of what we could accomplish if we worked together.
I have thought about it. I've thought about it a great deal. You're clever, Mira. When you faced down Andros at the coronation party, well, let's just say you showed how formidable you really are. Of course, I knew you'd be a problem when we first met. Imagine a handmaiden stealing the crown's ironwood contract from under my nose. That's why I bribed that Lannister guard to kill you. Don't look so surprised. You must have known you'd become a target sooner or later.
You two-faced shit! Don't you have any honor?
Honor?
Do you think I got where I am because of honor?
We've both seen what happens to honorable men. After Ludd takes Ironrath, he and I will control the Ironwood trade entirely. You've been very helpful, Mira, but it's time to get you out of the way. Can't have you complicating things.
The Whitehills don't understand Ironwood. They can't take care of the forests. You may control the trade, but they'll run it into the ground. Only the foresters really know those woods. You're a fool not to see that.
If they leave the hills bare, I'll find another forest. I couldn't care less, and neither should you, because you'll be dead.
We've arrived. Now get out of my fucking litter!
Lucan, fancy coming across you here. I seem to have found something you're looking for.
That you have, my lord. I've been searching for this murderer a long time. Finally, I've got her.
You've got the wrong person. I've done nothing wrong.
Shut your liar's mouth. It's time you answered for your crimes.
Take her to the cells. Chin up, Mira. I'm sure if you ask him nicely, the headsman will be quick.
Forgive my brother's temper. It's said over time wargs adopt the traits of their animal. And your news was unexpected. You see, Gregor Forrester was our father, and we are his bastards. I doubt anyone knows. It was his dark secret, and he feared his family would find out.
That's why you're here, isn't it?
I suppose. Josra would say he banished us to hide his shame. But I like to think it's because he knew what we were, that he was protecting us in his own way. We thought one day Gregor would come and see everything we've built. But instead it was you. You are the first to arrive. It must have been a difficult journey. Few try, and fewer still live to tell about it.
It wasn't easy. I had to break my vows to the Night's Watch. We barely made it.
Not many survive this far north of the Wall. But you're here. Our father entrusted us with protecting the North Grove. That has always been our purpose. But we've learned there's a power here, Garrett. A power we've only just begun to understand. Winter is coming, and we haven't much time. Gregor ven Fionden Bjorne Sager ven Svealoden Mopre befastan.
Oh, you're an ugly bastard.
You fought well, for a crow.
I saved your life.
I wouldn't go that far. Although I admit you can fight. Maybe they did teach you something at Castle Black.
You fought well yourself. Or at least your bear did.
His name is Shadow. Killing them I don't mind. It's the burning that stays with you. You'll never forget that stench.
Did you see what they just did? They don't care about their own.
My sister has trained them well. Emotion is a weakness, according to her.
There's something off about them. I'm not sure what.
They've been trained to fight. Nothing else matters but that. They're more my sister's doing, not mine.
The whites grow bolder by the day. Ever since the wildling tribes went south with Man's raider.
Here, let me help you.
I'm fine. It's nothing. I should return to the village. Fulgorn Bison. Did you not hear me? Fulgorn! Sona!
What?
Wait! Fulgorn Bison.
You're losing control.
What was that?
It's blood magic. The more she uses it, the weaker she becomes. And they can sense it. Elsera's a fool to keep taking these risks.
Is there some way to help her?
She is convinced her blood magic is the only way to protect the North Grove. That her warriors are the control it. I worry about her. It's more dangerous than she knows. She was right about one thing, though. The whites are growing bolder. And the worst is yet to come. Now that my father's dead, there's no reason to stay. That's why he sent you, isn't it? To bring us back to Einrath. To crush our enemies south of the wall.
We can't leave the North Grove.
And stay here to die. I'd rather live. I know what my father said. The North Grove can never be lost. But he wouldn't want us to die because of it.
Where's Sylvie?
Never trust a fucking wildling.
fresh. Looks like they didn't make it to the block. Rats. They're everywhere in King's Landing. Oh God! Those are human teeth.
Jailer! Please.
Shut it!
Please come here!
Hello? Excuse me?
What do you want? Can you get me out of here? Because if not, I don't want to know.
Hey! No talking!
Jailer! Jailer, come over here!
Oh, don't you start again.
Why don't you come here for a moment? We can have a little chat about it.
God's woman, I said shut it! Or I will come in there, and you won't like what happens.
What do you want then? Tell me! Please! I'll do anything. Just tell me! Bastard! Before the day's over, they'll take us straight to the block. So don't give me that look. You can leave the judgment to the Father, whatever gods you believe in.
I'm sorry, I meant no offense. But we have to keep our heads held high, even when everything else is taken from us.
I have a son. A little baby boy. I think of the smell of his skin. His tufts of brown hair. There is nothing I wouldn't do. Nothing! Just to hold him again. Dignity is worthless compared to that. What would you do in my place? I'll never see him again.
People will tell your son about you. Stories about what you were in life. Give him a story he can be proud of.
But you've no idea what I've done.
Doesn't matter what we've done. All that matters now is what we do next.
Mira, making friends already, I see.
Be quick. We'll be coming back for her next.
For your trouble.
What? Nothing to say?
Block will do that to you.
They'll be here for you soon. You don't have much time.
What are you doing here, Morgren? Come to rub your triumph in my face.
Far from it, Lady Mira. I've come to make you an offer. I was thinking about what you said, and I've come to the conclusion you're right. Ludd will likely ruin every forest under his control. Only foresters know how to really work ironwood. That's useful. And then I realized there's something much more valuable than your knowledge of trees, Mira. Your name. I want you as my wife.
Your wife? Do you do all your wooing in cells? I'm new to courting, but I imagined less violence and intimidation.
Wars are won and lost in the marriage bed, Mira. Kingdoms too. And I want my own kingdom. I'll start with an old and noble house, with a keep like Ironrath. It may not be the grandest castle in Westeros, but it's a start.
Why would I do that? What's in it for me?
You keep your head, of course, and I'll get you out of here. But if you don't value that, think of your bloodline, your precious Forrester legacy. This is your chance to make sure it carries on.
What are you talking about?
2 of your brothers are already dead. That idiot Ludd will take care of the rest. One way or another. And it won't take me long to get rid of the harebrained fool myself. I'm sorry, Mira. None of your family will survive. Ironrath will fall to you, and through marriage, it will become mine. A holdfast in the north can only help my ambitions.
So we'd rule together, as Lord and Lady of Ironrath.
That's an amusing thought, but not what I had in mind. It's fitting our betrothal begins in a cell. I'd say it's a perfect symbol for the rest of your life.
You plan to keep me locked up?
Well, perhaps not literally. If you play your part and produce my heirs. The murder of a Lannister guard can't go unpunished. But I can get you out of here, Mira. One word from me, that coal boy takes your place on the block.
Tom!
All you have to do is agree to marry me. You'll give up your power. You'll give up your ancestral home. But you'll be alive. So, Mira, what do you say?
You will never have Ironrath, and you will never have me.
What? You fool!
I'd rather die.
Fine. Have it your way.
She won't get far. Not out here.
Let me go!
Sylvie!
He's my brother! I wasn't finished!
When you're finished here, come see me. There's something I must show you.
I don't trust these people, Garrett. Which was why I had to see Cotter. He's not well. And he won't live much longer.
I need to see him. Is he in there?
There's a reason I wanted to talk to you. I need you to do something for me. I didn't want him to suffer anymore, Garrett. Just to ease his pain, but... that's when they found me. The Nightshade. I need you to be the one to end his suffering.
But...
it's our way, Garrett. You have to feed it to him. I'm trusting you to do this, Garrett.
Are you sure this is what Cotter would want?
I know he would. We'd never let free folk suffer. You'll see. He's in so much pain.
I did everything within my power to help your friend. But I'm afraid it's too late. Nothing can save him now.
Sylvie told me.
Nightshade? What are you going to do with that? You realize it's deadly. And has no place in here.
This is for Cotter.
You can't give him that. I don't know what that wildling told you. But that will kill him and taint his blood.
Gareth, is that you?
It's me, Cotter. I'm here.
Where's Sylvie? I want to see her. Where is she?
Don't worry, she's right outside. She sent me to help you.
I thought they took her away. Remember your promise, Garrett. You have to protect Sylvie.
Cotter!
I can't bear it anymore.
He's been incredibly brave. A lesser man would have died days ago. But I suppose you already knew that about him.
This wasn't supposed to happen. I always thought he'd be here, fighting by my side.
But now you can use his death to give his life meaning. This was always intended for my father. It's a sacred symbol of the power of the North Grove. Forged from iron, the handle made with ironwood from this very tree. In my father's absence, you speak for House Forrester. It seems only right that you should have this now. You're here for a reason, Garrett. It's no accident they sent you.
I promise. I'll make Lord Forrester proud.
I know you'll do what's necessary. Your friend is dying, but his life is too valuable to waste. Give me his heart. His beating heart. And his death can have meaning. We can use it for a greater purpose, Garrett. An ancient ritual to help harness the power of the North Grove.
But...
we must do this, Garrett. I fear what might happen if we don't.
Why me? Can't you do it yourself?
Not alone. I'm far too weak. You saw what happened after the fight. My warriors, they're pulling away. Please, I need you to do this. For me, for the North Grove.
I'm ready. Gareth, please. I can't take it any longer.
End his suffering. Use his life to make us strong, Garrett. Give him that poison, and his blood will be useless.
I'll do it. For the North Grove.
I knew I could count on you, Garrett. Use the dagger to open his chest. We need his heart.
Something else.
Good. Now grab his heart, quickly, while his blood still pulses through it. Now bring it here. Squeeze the blood into the fire. While it's still warm. Donne treorekaig sprak, svogenes forbule. Thank you, Garrett. I know it was difficult, but you did the right thing. Now we must burn the body.
The wine is ready, my lord. Your sister will pour. Once they're all seated, give the signal.
Remember, no matter how much they might provoke you, we must let them think they've won. That's them. Here we go.
Gwyn.
Clever. Send the girl first. Don't let her play with your head, little brother.
Lady Forrester. My apologies for arriving unannounced. I was hoping I might have a word in private with Asher. I think we can agree these are not ideal circumstances.
Agreed.
But these are the circumstances we find ourselves in. I know how you must feel, Asher. What your family has suffered, it's unimaginable. Which is why the bloodshed must stop.
I agreed to your father's terms, didn't I?
You did. But I know you, Asher. You're not the one to roll over so easily. You don't like being pushed into a corner. It's not in your nature.
I don't need your sympathy. I agreed to your father's terms, that's all there is to say.
I wish I could believe that. But I know you too well. You have to understand. I've risked everything to bring peace between our houses. To meet with Roderick in secret. To tell him of the traitor within these very walls. To make sure no harm came to Ryan as our ward. All while persuading my father the bloodshed would end if we were to wed. I have no ulterior motive. No hidden agenda. Just peace. Once and for all.
I'm sorry, but I don't trust your father. He ordered the ambush. He'd just as soon slit my throat as see us wed.
That was before. My father would never betray my trust. Truth be told, my father's scared of you.
Is he?
With Roderick, he knew who and what he was dealing with. But you, he thinks you're dangerous. You proved as much when you attacked his men.
They came after us.
I know. And that's all in the past now, I promise. We can make this work, Asher. This is our one chance. Together we can control the future of our houses. Just promise me, when nothing will happen that could threaten that future. Our future. I need your assurance. Nothing will happen.
I promise. Nothing will happen.
Thank you, Asher. I knew I could trust you.
Begging your pardon, my lord. I'm afraid Lady Forrester requires your help.
Of course.
I should go. Thank you, Asher.
What help does my mother need?
Sorry, my lord. It was the best I could think of. But we have everything in place. How should we proceed?
Ready the poison.
Of course, my lord.
Elissa, I'm sorry it's come to this, but at least it's done.
Where's my son?
Right to it, then.
Mother!
Oh, my baby. Oh, my baby.
Enough blubbering! You can have him back when we've hammered out the details of your surrender.
Lord Whitehill.
Asher. Now, who'd ever have imagined this? You welcoming me into your hall to drink your wine and call me father. I thought I'd seen the last of you when Gregor shipped you off to the other side of the bloody world.
Let's get on with this.
What's the hurry? We'll be spending the rest of our lives together. As family.
You're not my family, Lord.
And you'll never be mine! If I wasn't so bloody soft-hearted...
Father, please. I know this isn't easy, but it's right.
Would you like to sit down, Lord Whitehill?
Aye. And get me something to drink. I'm bloody parched.
Talia! Won't you fetch the wine for his lordship?
We thought you'd like to sit here, Lord Whitehill.
I'll sit there. Thank you very much. In the Lord's chair. It's not like your father wanted your worthless ass in it.
It's just a chair. By all means, sit in it if it makes you feel important.
What? How dare you? You think you have any power here? What'll it take for you to learn to show respect? How many more foresters do I have to kill?
Calm down, Father. Ash has been amongst sellswords so long. He's forgotten how to behave.
Teach him some manners, then.
So, Lord Forrester, you made your way as a sellsword out there, did you? Eh, a little rape, a little murder, anything for the right price. And your family must be so proud. And all those bed slaves a sellsword must enjoy across the narrow sea. I can't imagine how my sister will be able to please you.
That's enough, Griff. We to be brothers. We to act like it.
Enough bloody nattering. Sit the hell down, Griff, and let's drink.
A toast. We should make a toast.
Aye.
What shall we toast to?
Come on, then. Let's hear it.
To the alliance between our families, House Forrester and House Whitehill. Let us put the bloodshed behind us.
To our families.
No. This isn't right. You first, then me. In the way of the North. Come, Forrester. Let's drink together as lords of our houses.
Let me. Let it be you and I who seal this bond. For our houses, for our children. Iron from ice.
Mother.
Not bad. Water. Bring me water.
He's choking! Help him!
You fucking poisoned me. Fucking foresters!
Father! Asher! How could you?
my family out of here!
Forrester!
It could have been so different.
Quinn!
Goodbye, Asher.
We've been betrayed! They killed my father! Attack! Attack! Take down the gate!
We can't fight that many! We're doomed!
If they breach the gate, we're done for! We can't fight the entire Whitehill army!
My lord, your wound.
Get them to safety.
Of course, my lord.
I want to stay with you, Asher!
Please, Talia.
Asher! Our lord is here!
Run for your lord! He's here! My lord, your command. We have to retake the gate! We have to retake the gate! Butcher those bastards!
This is the war you promised, Mr. Rossi!
It's not over yet!
To Asher!
Again! Seal!
Keep up the arrow!
The cowards have us pinned! Good idea, Westerosi. Let's give those fuckers a welcome to remember.
Asher Forrester, you've come a long way to die. Let's see you live up to your reputation.
Rally to your lord!
My lord, we have to get you.
Arrows, ready! Iron from ice.
My lord, we have to get you out of here! I'll be damned if I let another lord die on my watch.
I can't run.
You must survive, Asher. For the house. For all of us at port this day. Now!
What you did was right.
I did what I had to do.
I'll let you light the pyre. Your arrival has changed everything. Even though we've been preparing for it all our lives. Now we don't have much time. We were sent here for a reason. To protect the North Grove. Winter is coming, and we have a role to play in the war to come.
Our father never would have wanted us to stand by and see House Forrester fall. Not while we can still do something about it.
It's too late to reach Ironrath. It may already be lost. You know protecting the North Grove is the right thing to do. Those were Gregor's last words.
They sent you. You should decide.
I will respect Lord Gregor's dying words. The North Grove will never be lost while we breathe. We will defend it.
In the name of the king, I hereby sentence you to death.
Bring forth the next prisoner!
This young woman is accused of murdering a loyal servant of the king. Who here bears witness to her crimes?
This woman is a traitor and a murderer!
Kill her! She's
A
innocent!
disgrace to her family name!
Mira Forrester, in the sight of gods and men, and in the name of the king,
End it!
I sentence you to die.
Shame!
Raven!
Kill her!
If you have final words,
Shame!
speak them now.
She's innocent!
Traitor!
Iron from ice!
A brave woman!
She's innocent! Oh, noble
Kill
death!
her!
Kneel!
House Forrester. They were nothing but Stark loyalists. And the Starks are dead. Are you listening, Reek? Father wanted to make sure they'd bend the knee. And what do I find? A child lord. Ethan the Wise. With some parasite by his side. As if I'd come to negotiate. And I thought, oh, this is going to be fun.
Mira was so devoted when we first came to King's Landing. That day Cersei dragged her before the throne, Grandmother, I was actually worried for her. But she didn't have any trouble swearing loyalty to Joffrey right in front of me. Then she had the audacity to go behind my back with Tyrion, when I'd clearly forbade it. And that day she pushed me to ask Joffrey for help when he ripped my dress. It was bold, I'll give her that. But I can't forgive that she used me. And now, with all that's happened to her, who knows what else Mira was doing without my knowledge? Grandmother, it makes me question if she was ever loyal to me at all.
I saw something of myself in Garrett Tuttle. I thought I could trust in him, Sam, but I was wrong. He couldn't even give me his word that he'd stay true to the vows he'd made in the Godswood. And sure enough, before a day was out, a brother was dead at the foot of the wall. I needed his sword at Craster's. I defended him to Frostfinger, and it cost me. Whatever happened up there, a man of the Watch doesn't run away.
Who should return then? But another Lord Forrester. Roderick. He was quite the bold one, Reek. Jabbing out that fourth-born's eye. He killed the man who betrayed him. And ruining Griff's little humiliation by climbing out of the mud again and again and again. I was rather starting to like him. A shame he didn't last longer. The saviour who couldn't save anyone.
There was something about Asher Forrester. You would have liked him, Miss Sandai. He was cocky, surely, but he wasn't uncharming. Asher needed my help. I needed to know if he deserved it, so I tested him. But I was disappointed. He seemed a man who cared of nothing more than the moment. But afterward, his uncle told me the truth. That Asher had been protecting his friend, a former slave. He had gave up all he came here for to protect her secret. He earned my respect in the end, if not my help.
Loyalty. Friendship. Respect. Without them, we have nothing. I think, in the end, Mira came to understand that, Grandmother. She could so easily have turned on Sarah to protect herself. But instead, what she did, it took grace. If you're fierce enough, you leave King's Landing with your honour intact. Mira proved that. But at so high a cost.
I could have told you this story wasn't going to have a happy ending. Roderick dead, his mother dead, his little pile of timber in ruins. I just wish I'd been there to see it.
That Bolton bastard let their upstart houses go to war, Father. I'm not unfamiliar with these Forresters. Stubborn to the end. They fought hard, I'll give them that. But they were too bold, defiant when they should have been smart. Ruthless instead of shrewd. When will these Northerners ever learn? The Starks are dead. The war is over. And they lost.
We haven't much time.